Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, the passing game will be a focal point as both teams rank in the top 10 in passing touchdowns. It's the Jets going up against the Cowboys.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
In motion comes the tight end left. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. Bust through the tackle. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Now Barkley. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Barkley going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
First down, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott looks to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 3-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. First and goal from the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Here's Yeldon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. T.J. Yeldon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 39.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go. 3-19. Watch it now. Leopard.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right there around the 35-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Prescott on 1st down. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. He got 29 yards that time. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. To throw now on 1st down. And he completes it to Jordan Nelson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Looks to be right around the 40. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Back to throw here. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit. Detroit. Back to the Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Brenza's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's Barkley out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now let's go. 3-19. Go. No, check. Patrick.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it third down. Now Barkley. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big 30-yard play on third.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 14. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patrick.
Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
39. Watching that party. Gone. All right, here we go. Detroit. All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jalen Smith in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Brinza's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Prescott now, option right. He's to the 10 and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So they're operating in the red zone. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. A first throw for the backup Foles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Foles. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right there around the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And shutting him off, now open field. Still going. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 60 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. push his way forward here for a good little gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Reset. Hey, 1, 2. Come back. Black man out, feel it. Tiger. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll go with the keeper. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Nick Foles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Bailey now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete to Yeldon. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jets on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
A handoff running left is Yeldon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, it's Yeldon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And I think the ball's out, and the Jets have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Jets on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Found his target. It's Anderson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Second and goal is still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now Foles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Foles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback in the final minute. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.